the introduction. You can keep it. So, welcome everybody. It's a pleasure to be here again. Usual. The faces got old because I remember some of you were here from the very beginning, but I have also seen people who I do not know by name. So this means that there are young people and hopefully more are coming. So we are here at the 14th GPU Day. Some of you know that the name is coming from the heritage, and practically we are dealing with parallel and quantum computing. And you see many things on this QR code on our web page. The most important thing, we couldn't manage this without the support of the Hungarian Research Network, the Wigner Institute, the HPC Competence Center, the KIFU, and we have industrial partners, the Lombik and the Raster Grid Limited, which are in collaboration with us. So let me just go to the next. So here are the topics we typically used to reach, and my brief introduction is practically about the laboratories. So we used to say we have this nice saying that one lab, many projects. This is true for our Wigner Scientific Computing Laboratory, which we are practically the one who are organizing the GPU days. So let's see first the role. The role is to, when we started to form this in 2009, the idea was to bring closer to those people who are doing the very high level computational things, to the physicists who want to do the same, but they do not know how. And our idea was to use to use these two communities and merge them together in order to meet people with the GPUs and FPGAs, hardwares, where you can really do the very massively parallel computing. So by pictures, you see that computers evolved very nicely through the ages. Now we have quantum computers. In the beginning, we had computers with tubes, but humankind also evolved on the way. Is the question that anytime you have a certain new type of hardware, how can you meet your needs? And this is where we are exactly in very simple ways. So we are connected with people with the highest, latest technologies, even the old technologies as well. And we can find the users and interconnect them with the needs, and we can advise them that whether the physical, mathematical, chemical problems can be solved via these methods. Okay, so brief history. So in the early years from 2005, we were thinking on how to speed up our calculation. This was a very selfish thing. So I really wanted to boost up my calculation, and our gravity colleagues wanted to do the same. And in 2009, with the discussion of Peter Levi, we decided to form a tiny laboratory with 2 GPU cards in one machine. And we started to do our task. And soon we recognized that we are not enough clever. So what can you do? You build up a community and learn from the others. So that was the first GPU day in 2010, when we brought together the Hungarian peoples who are somehow connected with these technologies. And it boosted up very well, because after 10 years, so we had like 80 people. We became very quickly international. So the language was changed from Hungary even from the second time. And in the very beginning, we had this kind of half the lecture days and half scientific community meetings and exchanges. But it came out that it's too large. So then we separated. So today we have 2 events. One is the GPU day, usually in springtime or early summer. And the lectures on modern computing is science, which is really a traditional lecturing thing, teaching people from scratch for certain high-like topics. Let me point out that in this year, in the fall, we will teach people how to use the large language models in science, in our science. And the next step that we used to call as Wigner GPU Laboratory, which was changed to Wigner Scientific Computing Laboratory when we became the member of the top 50 Hungarian national research infrastructure by the National Funding Agency. So this is a nice picture when we received this nice thing. It was during COVID. It was very funny. Everybody had the mask except the lady. I do not know why. And here you see the core group now: Balázs Kacskovics, Gábor Bíró, and Balázs Szigeti. And Balázs Szigeti got a nice position outside. of the fence. So we are looking for a new member for our group. And let's see a couple of things that we have very good hardware. We have good connection with the Wigner data center, this beautiful building who hosts us. So here we have one room of with a lot of racks inside, and we have here the Wigner analysis facility, which is supporting the ALICE experiment, the tier 2 site for ALICE and CMS. We have the Wigner GPU laboratory, which itself really dedicated to the GPU parts. And we have also connections to other large-scale European and worldwide scientific communities like the Euproxia, the LIGO Wilgo collaboration, and we are open to new directions. Quantum is not mentioned here because quantum is coming from a different direction in the institute structure, but we are supporting also the quantum computing part. So the events, what we are organizing to bring up the community, you see this is a nice collection of the posters for events starting from 2010. You see a couple of guys from the organizers and the participants here as well. And this is where we are today. Topics are the same, and this is the other event what we used to have, the lectures on modern computing science. We have educational matters. Everything is recorded here. Everything is available in our YouTube channel. The previous ones, some of them are nicely cutted, some of them just in raw format, but we have it, and we have also a GitHub where people can share the projects. I don't want to go to the details. This is the frequency diagram by words. You see physics majoring everything, of course, but many other things is coming up because we are open for the whole community. People can join us. Here you see that how many people we used to have. So in GPU days, typically these are the academic members, these are the industrial members who are joining us somehow, and the students are there. So typically we are fluctuating, of course. COVID times are hard. We had the same numbers. I did forget to put the 23 here, but otherwise it has the same numbers. We had also later, as I told, the 10th of lectures in modern computing science coming in this year with a large participation. This is also open for everybody. Both events are free for academic users and students and colleagues and the governmental areas. So far, we have 55 plus fellowships in our program, which means that people can join us with the project, with describing the needs and everything. And then we provide the computers, we provide not only the computer, but the knowledge how to develop the codes and everything. We had so far more than 55 industrial partners, and we are so far more than 70 plus scientific publications during the years. You see the projects in this, if you click on the QR codes, and the list of publications are there. And you see this, not only physics are there, of course, this is a major thing, but we have biochemistry, we have medical sciences, computational sciences, imaging simulations, and the quantum computing is getting higher and higher. Here are some pictures. I don't want to go to the things, but we have simulation of the nuclear plant of Paks. This is an ornithology project. We have simulation of the falling to the black hole as well, and gravitational waves, and of course, the SAM-related activities, what we have so far. The future. The question of the future is really dependent on us and dependent on the community. So for those who have not signed up with us, if you never had a connection to us, we have this grant opportunity project. Sometimes we have some seed money to support young scientists with some extra motivation, but the major thing is to get involved in the community and use the machines and the support from our group, which is, I think it's very, very useful, because this is how we can boost up the things, and everything typically result in a publication which matters at the end of the day for the career of young scientists and for the community as well. So the short time scale is here we are now. The lectures coming in the fall time, and of course we are always planning to do further developments in hardware and other things, and we have a long range plan with the Euro HPC and the Levante project, which István Erényi will speak about a little bit, and we have a strong HPC connection, which in the afternoon session will be promoted well. And here you see the community's members and partners we have already met sometimes. So So that's all, and thank you again for the supporters. And now I have to change my hat because there's another interesting thing, Gábor. Where can I find my másik előadást is uploaded? Okay. Okay. So we wanted to do, everybody wants to do bigger things. We wanted to do a bigger thing, but of course in a small country, but we want to make it joint and not only focusing to this little tiny part, what the Wiener Scientific Computing Laboratory does, but to open this to make the computing or computational physics, computational science society bigger. And last year we founded and this area is very well promoted in the outside of Hungary. So it contains data science, a lot of computational sciences, machine learning, artificial sciences. This is not computer science, it's computational science. So how to do the things in practice. And you see there are Nature Computational Science Journal, the Journal of Computational Science from Elsevier. There are institutes and foundations which already started to support this. So the idea was to do the similar thing in Hungary and keep up the community, organize professional forums, have the community, to get connection to the community, even not only in Hungary, but in European and worldwide, and provides the support for the early career researchers. And this is what we tried to manage. And there were a lot of discussion on this. And finally, these guys from Hungary decided to join together. And we had some ideas to form a local so-called virtual institute in Hungary, with the mission that to promote the establishment of scientific levels. We have a vision that we can increase the role of this and provide more contribution and boost up science. And the value is that we have the scientific rigor. As usual, we can handle the ethical conduct and the research of publications, and of course, support the next generation and the social responsibility as well. And we had the honorary presidents who are well known in Hungary, István Csabai from the Eötvös Loránd University, Érdi Péter from Hungary and also from the US, and Tamás Ludas from the Social Science Institute from ELTE. And we invite you to join this virtual institute. So please join us. We are András Terci is currently on a parallel meeting right now. So I'm as a vice president on behalf of them presenting this. So what I really want to make the community bigger, join us. This is a legal entity starting from this year, and continue with us in a different level with a much more larger community with a larger social network. So I think that's all my point. The technical issues will be pointed out later. And now I'm resolving the echo issue because I recognize that we really have this.